I am Marisa Edding. I'm the group owner of ME Psychotherapy. We've been in business a little bit over a decade, mainly in Providence, and then just this past summer we moved to our second office in Narragansett. When COVID was first kind of becoming mainstream, I was worried that it would lead to a downturn in business, but I'm happy to say that the opposite has actually happened. We've had I think the month of March was our best month ever in business, which I was shocked to find out, but it kind of makes sense. There's a lot more open discussion about mental health and taking care of yourself. And additionally, many of our local insurance companies are waiving copays and deductible fees. So for most people, therapy is no cost at the moment. Those combined factors got people in the door much quicker than I thought would happen. Thankfully, before we already had a pretty robust telehealth program in place. So we already had the infrastructure for that and the software ready. So when it became evident that everything would be moving to virtual sessions, we were ready for that. And we found actually that the clients were pretty receptive to it as well. People just wanted to keep their services in place. And so it was a pretty seamless transition just to switch everything over. For myself, I had to kind of find a spot in my home to have sessions, which was the biggest challenge, having two loud kids and not an office space. The other thing that was really helpful is that telephone sessions were approved. So for people that weren't able to use the internet or didn't have a computer, we can do phone sessions. The impact on clients was interesting to observe. I would say for the first month or so of the pandemic, all the sessions were focused on the shock part and we can't believe this is happening, and kids being home from school and working from home and just trying to really adjust. So there was just a lot of supportive therapy going on at that time. A few months in, I would say kind of things resumed to what their original goals were before the pandemic. So it was nice to kind of get back into, okay, well, you're living with COVID and now there's still other things happening in your life. It was interesting as well to kind of get used to the video sessions. So I've had sessions where people are in their car driving. I've had sessions where people were hanging out, in their bedroom. I've seen everybody's pets and kids, and that's been kind of cool because it gives you another view to, the client's world, whereas in the office, you just have them coming in, seeing what they present then. So I actually really enjoyed getting to know the more personal side of people. It gives more perspective. And kind of the same with mine. I was doing my sessions out of my kid's bedroom. So they got to see, a little bit of my house. And that's not something really that you share, much with clients in a typical setting. So it kind of normalized, I think, the humanity of we're all in this together. Still there's boundaries, obviously, but it almost felt like everybody was experiencing something at the same time. So being a small business in Rhode Island, I wasn't really aware of how many resources there were out there. So I took advantage of a lot of the services and was able to reach out and connect with a lot of different mentors and different programs. There's been a lot that they've offered, and it's really been great to be in this state and just kind of get to know all the different supportive services out there, along with just the adjusting and getting used to it. But we can offer more services in a more expanded way to serve the community. So that's been a nice thing.